A lunatic is in my house. And I live alone, so that'll tell you some things. Oh my God, guys. I totally forgot. How can I go with all... The whole video is going to be ruined. Look. I forgot this. A microphone, as they say in Germany. Of course. You see it's blinking. That means it's not really working yet. Because you need to put this thing into the telefono. There. Now I'm on the air. Okay, so what you missed while I didn't have a mic was some very brilliant commentary on the theories of Albert Einstein. I pretty much totally debunked the whole E equals MC2 thing, so I'm sorry you missed that. But now we're going to move on to our next subject. And this is about the Muxter family. Now, you know how all families have genetic traits. You know, like everybody is tall or short or blonde. Well, our genetic trait is humor. That's why I'm a hilarious guy. And also sarcasm. It's something that we all seem to be born with. Even at a young age, the kids all tend to be sarcastic. And yeah, it's something you don't think about yourself until you see like the next generation. You go, oh my God, they're making those same kind of jokes. And so I was thinking about this. You know, this is, we all, it's just the way we communicate, you know. And it's like I say, all the generation after mine, all those nieces and nephews and stuff, they from a young age, you know, were smart asses. That's the scientific term for sarcasm. Oh, except for one. Now, if you've seen all my videos, which you should have, and by the way, you should be liking them. I keep looking and I'll see, you know, huge numbers of viewers, like 12. And only 2 of you say you like it. Actually, on a serious note, because I was just joking about that, but actually I wouldn't mind if you hit like or dislike. If I see a bunch of dislikes on something, then I'll know maybe I shouldn't be doing a lot of videos talking about, you know, 13th century French philosophers, because people seem to be hitting dislike on that a lot. But anyway, I was talking about, like I say, if you've watched all my videos, if you watched the 2 where I did the car tour of Osceola, you will have met my nephew Tobias. His full name is Tobias Ann. He's, well, I'll tell you, he's skilled at many things. And just that day, in that, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes, he went from being my musical director to being promoted to associate producer. So that tells you something about him. And another thing about him, now, you know, there were 3 boys in my family. All 3 of us played Little League baseball. I did so grudgingly. My oldest brother played junior high football until he broke his leg. There's a video about that here somewhere too. My number two, he played basketball. I played high school football. You know, but none of us were like super jocks or anything. And I know you're thinking you started talking about humor being genetic, and now you're talking about sports. It'll all come together. Trust me. Uh, but so we played some sports and that, but none of us were real jocks. And then once again, we come to Toby, who I think when he was like 5, they said, "You want to try soccer?" And he was like, I don't know. And then he fell in love with soccer. And then he said, "I'm going to try basketball. And I'm going to play football. And I'm going to play baseball." And it's like the kid never met a sport he doesn't like. And he watches it on TV. And, so that makes him a little different from the rest of us, especially his own supposed mother, who used to do whatever she could to get out of gym class. She'd like, bring notes to school saying that her grandmother died, or, you know, Courtney can't do gym today because she has a slip disc, whatever. But so yeah, so Toby got this whole jock thing going that doesn't quite seem to fit our genes. And he also totally missed out on the humor gene. He I don't think he's real good with sarcasm because he's very literal. You know, and so I think you all see where I'm going with this, don't you? You've caught on by now, right? Yeah. I think it's very obvious that he was switched at birth. Somebody screwed up over there at the hospital, and they switched two babies. And Toby's parents, well, Toby's parents, who knows where they are? But his, let's say, well, we'll just call them his parents now. His biological parents are somewhere else, but they brought home the wrong kid. And somewhere out there is another family where the dad says, "Hey, Marcus, you want to go out and throw the ball around?" And little Marcus is like, "Yeah, sure, Dad. Like, I really want to stop reading my book so I can go out there in the cold and fulfill your little fantasy of father-son bonding. Great, let's do that." And, I think you all agree with me that that's a very likely scenario. Uh, so that's about all I have to say. I got to tell you, the reason I slapped this video together, I was looking at my upcoming. There was a time when I first started doing this. Now, those of you which is most of you that would be here, who don't do YouTube videos, you wouldn't know. But you can schedule the videos. You upload them and you can schedule them to come out sometime later. So at one point I had, I think, over a 2-week backlog, which, again, if you've been watching from the beginning, and remember when I first started, I had a bare wall back here that had some paint that needed touched up, and then it got fixed. And if you paid attention, it's like, okay, so the backdrop changed, and then a couple days later you'd see a video, and it's like, wait a minute, it's the bare wall again. That's because I'd scheduled them so far ahead, and so like I said, they were like a couple weeks up. I still have a couple that are scheduled out. I knew what I wanted to do for Christmas and New Year's, and those have been sitting there ready to go for like a month, I think. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so I just looked today because in about a half an hour here, The today's video will drop, as we say in the biz, and there's one for today. By today, I mean the actual today, not the today that you're watching, but it's early morning of December 5. So December 5 is about to drop. December 6 is in the queue, and there's no December 7th, and which could be a tragedy. That's a little history pun there. December 7 being a tragedy. Never mind, you people don't know. And so I thought, oh, I better do something. And so I thought of this thing about how I had a nephew switched at birth. If any of you know of a sarcastic little redhead somewhere living in like a 50-mile radius here, maybe give us a call. You know, I was going to tell you if he was born on the same day, but don't tell Toby, but I don't remember what his birthday is. But anyway, I mean, we're kind of attached to Toby now. It's not like we'd want to trade, but it might be interesting to meet his doppelganger. That's not the right term. Anyway, that's all I got to say for today. Peace out.